Thank you, Martin, for your insights into the theory of blended learning. Now I will give you an overview of the DELPHI toolkit. As you can see, looking at the subtitle, the toolkit facilitates competence-oriented learning and teaching. You already became acquainted with the DELPHI competence framework my colleague Gitelken presented. I will show you how to build up course designs based on this method. This is my agenda in detail. I will tell you why and how we developed the DELPHI toolkit. I present you the parts of the toolkit and explain how you can use it for your courses. And finally, I give you information on where to find the toolkit. For the DELPHI project, we designed a pilot blended learning course with the first part online, a 5 days face-to-face course, and a project phase with further online input. From this, we learned a lot. The DELPHI pilot course gave us the opportunity to test our course materials in respect to the addressed competences and especially in respect to the addressed target groups. There is no one fits for all, so material for courses in continuing professional development should be usable in more than one way. So we thought about how we can create a modular learning approach with the DELPHI material. The result is the DELPHI toolkit. Another overarching aim of the project is the professionalization of persons in the field of heritage interpretation and planning. For this, it is indispensable to have learning outcomes that offer not only the development of a curriculum, but also the validation of learning outcomes. Sustainability is one of the pivotal points of the Faro Convention and central for the DELPHI project, as Sarah Wolverstein explained before. The project intends to make all developed learning modules and all parts of the toolkit accessible later. There are 3 components for the DELPHI toolkit: the competence framework, the course modules from the pilot course, and the feedback from the participants of the pilot course. Now I will give you an overview of the parts of the DELPHI toolkit. First, I show you the DELPHI course module design template. This is how a filled-in DELPHI course module design template looks like. You find information on the competences and target groups addressed, the duration of the module, and much more. All DELPHI course modules from the online and the face-to-face course are available in this form. So you can see at a glance if and how you can integrate the DELPHI course modules in your courses or how to build up your own courses out of them. For this aim, you may need the next element of the DELPHI toolkit. This template, the DELPHI course module design template, is meant to keep all relevant information needed for the implementation of DELPHI course modules in your own course context. As you can see, this template is not yet filled in. You can use it to design your individual course modules. Using the template, you will be sure that you took all relevant details in consideration to prepare a course module. The DELPHI course design pattern is meant for trainers who want to create own courses out of the DELPHI material. All material that was created for the DELPHI pilot course can be chosen to create individual courses according to the competences you plan to develop. Depending on target groups, topics, and intended competence development, different courses can be designed. With a look at the DELPHI course design pattern, it is easy to choose the suitable DELPHI course modules. In the left column, you select the competence you want to develop in your course. Column 4 to 7 stand for the level your participants should achieve. The little speech balloons stand for the different target groups you may want to address. Violet is for adult educators, brown for community workers, and green for persons in the field of heritage interpretation. In the boxes, you find the titles of the appropriate Delphi course modules. With a click on the title, you will open a file that you can download and use. Of course, the Delphi competence framework is part of the toolkit. Here you find much more competences described and can get ideas what competences may be subject for your course in the field of interpretive planning. You can use the toolkit in two ways. For both, the modular design of courses is basic. If you want to build up a competence-oriented course for interpretive planning, you use learning outcomes as a starting point. You choose competences from the Delphi competence framework regarding also the levels. Then you look up at the Delphi course design pattern. There you find all existing modules in the table assorted by level, competences, and target group. Or you choose the content-oriented way to design your course. Then have a look at the keywords in the Delphi course modules. There will be a table sorting the Delphi course modules according to this too. As already mentioned, the Delphi toolkit will be published on the Delphi homepage until the end of the year. All material will be downloadable and under a Creative Commons license. That means you are free to use it and adapt it for your purposes. Thank you very much for your attention, and please ask questions or give feedback.